Hello everyone, my name is Webweaver, and welcome back to another episode of World of Horror. I'm a little bit tired, because, okay, listen, there was a new Final Fantasy XIV patch. The patches drop super early in the morning, and so I've slept for probably about 4 hours in total, but on and off. Like, I've been taking naps periodically, and so, like, we're still good to go, but, like, I was up at, I woke up at, like, 4 in the morning to play, and it was just like, oh boy, right, like, and I mean, here's the thing, I haven't even touched the MSQ yet, so I couldn't even give you a spoiler if I wanted to. I've played the PvP mode, Crystalline Conflict, for probably about 4 hours. Like, I played for like 2 or 3 hours straight, and then took a break for an hour, came back, played it for like another hour. Like, that is an addicting PvP mode. And it's actually, like, I love it so much because each match is just 5 minutes. And you get 500 wolf marks if you win, and you get 250 if you lose. That's really nice. Like, from Frontlines, doing the daily, you get, like, 1,500, right? So you can, if you win 3 times, you've already gotten, like, as much, if not more, than your daily win on Frontlines, which is absolutely crazy. I'm not that far in it yet. I think I'm, like, rank 15 on the Battle Pass. Like, I have the, maybe I'm rank 10, I don't know. It's the Framers kit that I have, and I'm making my way up to, like, the next tier, which will have the glasses, I guess you could say. But I've been going crazy in that. I've been going sicko mode. And to be honest, I'm gonna go play the game after this. Unfortunately, I won't be able to play more Crystal Conflict because we moved our rating day to Tuesday. And so I actually need to, like, go through and unlock everything because we're gonna try new stuff. And perhaps, because, like, the new Alliance raid gives you the... Like, apparently, like, the new Alliance raid gives you a coin that you can use to redeem for, like, upgrade materials, so I could maybe upgrade my Radiant chess piece without beating P4S. That's crazy. I could get a 600 eye level chess piece. And then there's the final boss Extreme, so I could get an eye level 600 weapon. Things are going absolutely crazy over here. And here's the thing, like, it's gonna make the game, like, our Savage prog a lot more comfortable, but the thing is, and I think this is an important thing to think of, we'll do Aiko all perks. I mean, she's already got plus 10% attack speed, like, she can't be stopped. We'll go Fatalist too, why not? Just because I don't want to think. I want as little thinking involved in this run as possible. I just want to, like, kill things and go through the events really quickly. Because I'm actively dying, trying to use enough brain power to hold a conversation and also play the game at the same time. But, like... Listen, if you've ever, like, done a midnight release with the lads and or lasses to play, like, a competitive multiplayer game, you already know exactly what I've been through on this day, okay? You already know. Except this time I didn't stay up for a midnight release. I took a nap before the game came out. So anyways, your seconds, Pain, there is a knowledge if we get World of Darkness. I mean, honestly, I might just go for it. Like, I might just go for it. There's no strength. It's just dexterity and knowledge. So we can get dexterity really easily. But yeah, no, like, Crystalline Conflict is so good. The only thing that I don't like is that you have to have a team of 4 people in order to queue up with your friends. And so obviously I was playing it with one other person, so we were just in VC while we were both playing it. And, like, it was a wild ride, because, like, we were playing it literally, like, the moment it came out, and people had no idea what they were doing. And so it was really cool to kind of see how the community already knew at the very beginning, without even ever having played it, that Samurai and Dragoon were completely broken, and so literally just everyone spams Samurai and Dragoon every game like it's solved. It's like the best 2 jobs are Samurai, Dragoon, and then maybe, like, Machinist, although Bard is really annoying too. And then, like, for tank it's Warrior or whatever. And I didn't forget that, I just wanted to hear the sound. We already have a bottle of freaking water in our inventory. But Yeah, no, it's like, it's wild, and, like, we were going crazy. Like, I was playing White Mage for, like, the first hour, and if you have a good team, White Mage is cracked, right? Like, you can just stun the entire enemy team, you can kill them all, you can keep your team healed, that's great. But if you don't have a good team who can protect you, like, playing healer is literally throwing, right? Because you're just gonna get, like, you're gonna get dived by everybody in the game, and they're just gonna kill you, and you just have guard. And, like, if you're fighting against Samurai, Samurai can break your guard anyways, so it's like, who cares? It's pain. 10% doom to get a heavy-duty flashlight. 12% doom to get 1 brick. You know, it is what it is. I mean, we gotta discard 2 items, so we gotta get more than 1 brick, alright? And I am now, like, you could say, well, if you have sailors, then you don't have to get the heavy-duty flashlight because you're gonna have a light source already. But what if I wanted to throw the torch as a treat? That's a thing that you didn't consider there. We're gonna throw it as a treat. And no more, no freaking less. But now I'm like a machinist main in Crystalline Conflict. Like, my main changes every, like, 3 hours. I wanted to try Dragoon, but I don't have Dragoon up to level 30 yet. I have Lancer at 15. So I literally can't try it. Excuse me, may I have a brick, please? As a treat. Oh, that's kind of... Oh, that's devious. This is devious. You know what? We're keeping a brick. We worked hard for that brick, alright? We spent like 7% Doom to get that thing. But, yeah, 27% Doom Mystery 1. It's not exactly great, but, you know, we get to instantly kill a boss, which is very nice. But yeah, no, Crystalline Conflict is really fun. The best way that I can describe it is, like, if you remember the payload game mode from Team Fortress 2, imagine if both teams were trying to push the same payload, and it was like a game of tug-of-war. That's the best thing that I could describe it as. Also, I played Machinist for like an hour and a half without knowing what Wildfire was, and I was still routinely doing the most damage in the entire game, which is really funny. And then I proceeded to misread Wildfire, and I'd been using it wrong for like the past 3 hours until somebody told me I was a moron, which was really funny. But now that I know how to use it correctly, oh my god. It's absolutely disgusting. Like, if you have a team that can, like, take up a physical space between you and the enemy, and you're playing Machinist correctly, you can kill the entire enemy team. And that's one of the reasons why I'm on that DPS meta right now, even though I don't play DPS, like, in the main game, is because, like, if you're a tank or a healer, you're basically like a force amplifier for if, like, your team does well or not. But if you are a DPS player, you can just carry your team, right? Like, I have seen a Samurai player methodically kill every single person on my team, starting with me, and just seeing, like, one person die and them just getting 5 kills, and then the enemy team just winning instantly. Like, if you know what you're doing as a DPS, you can absolutely carry the game. But if you have somebody who knows what they're doing as a DPS and they have a healer, then they're unstoppable, right? Like, it's just healer is just a force multiplier. And the thing is, I don't really, especially in ranked, I don't really want to trust other people to be like, you know, whether or not I win or lose, if that makes sense. And so, oh my god. Like, listen, I'm gonna go with On Your Own, but the optimal play here is to take Fast Swimmer, for sure. That's gonna make life easier. We're gonna take On Your Own, though. Is this our first enemy? I think it is, because I don't remember doing this yet. 4 stamina? I'd like to block this, if that's alright. Oh, that's a shame. Like, literally 1 more point of knowledge and we'd be there, right? I don't actually know. No, I don't think so. Because I'd be down to 55. Actually, yeah, no, that would work. If we had, if they were both 55. 95% chance to hit. And we take 2 damage. That's definitely workable. And then we just kill him. So this is our first enemy. I don't... did we have a second enemy? I don't know. But we'll remember, Mansion and then, Demon Mask, huh? You have me intrigued. And you may have my attention. We could summon Oteru if we want, but I just don't want to. Like, it's not something that I'm particularly down to do right now. But yeah, no, I'm definitely, like... And here's the thing. Like, obviously the game mode literally came out, like, 10 hours ago? I was gonna say 5 hours ago, but that's just unreal. The game mode came out, like, 10 hours ago, so obviously this is all subject to change. But I definitely feel like that... I absolutely feel like that, I think it's worse than League of Legends, right? Like, if you're a good support in League of Legends, you can, like, kind of, like, band-aid bot lane, right? Or if you're, like, a good mage mid laner or something, you know, you can make something happen. Like, the AD carry doesn't have to pop off on your team, right? Like, you just need, like, a support player, if they're doing it right, there is a skill cap there where you can be, like, you can lock somebody down, prevent them from being in the team fight, and then your team can kind of pull it together, right? And even if you're, like, an ADC, you still need people to body block for you and all that. But in this game, it's a lot more different. In Crystalline Conflict, a lot more different. That's a good sentence right there. It's a high-quality sentence. It's actually a normal quality sentence. You don't want that. You want to throw that in the freaking trash where it belongs. But, like, if you're playing, like, a DPS, which is, like, the AD carry equivalent, we'll say, because, like, tanks take a lot of damage, healers heal, and provide some crowd control. Like, tanks and healers do crowd control and support, and then you have, like, some supportive DPS, like, Bard and Dancer, who can do crowd control and damage boosting. But, like, if you're playing, like a DPS, like a carry DPS, like Samurai, Monk, or Dragoon, if you play properly, then you don't need your team, right? Like, if you, like, you do not need your team. Like, I have seen, like, again, we're probably just bad, but, like, because the game is new, and, like, a proper meta will emerge. But it's so fun playing, like, a PvP game the moment it comes out, when, like, nobody's had any practice with it before. Because it's, like, it's just so crazy. It's just so crazy. Oh, no. It's just so crazy to actually play in the moment. Because, like, you get into a situation where, like, nobody knows what they're doing. Like, people have a vague, grasping concept of what's going on. And then they just, we'll get a grip, that's fine. We'll get real. Do we want to fight the boss just as a treat? Probably not, because we don't have the chainsaw. That's probably the only reason. We're in agony, by the way. Now, hear me out here. Why do I need a chainsaw? You might be like, oh, you could get the chainsaw when you go to, like, Twilight TV Terror or something. But here's the counterpoint. No. We're not gonna do the chainsaw, because the chainsaw is stinky. Okay, hold on. Regain 1 reason. Yeah, we'll do that. Regain 1 reason, run away. Is that our second enemy? No, of course not. Impossible. Where's the log? I always forget where the log is. Yeah, it's cult member would be the second enemy, most likely. Uh-oh. I did that wrong. This is bad. My biggest fan, I can't let you know my secret. Thank God for that. Okay, it's still a 65% chance, though. I want to point that out. Well, that's unfortunate. That's like, we lose the game, unfortunate. Like, I mean, I just need to hit, like, you know... I need to, like, not miss. If that's, like, it's a 65% chance, you know, like... We could kinda, you know... I did throw. So this is gonna do 9. So that would kill him, technically. What are we looking at? Like this? So he's gonna take, because it's 4. Yeah, that would kill. But we have to hit both, which we did. Easy, easy game. Easiest game of my life. And by that, I mean not at all. Absolutely take that. That's a great perk. Go ahead and take strength here. And we'll go ahead and just do all of this stuff. I'm interested in the Demon Mask, but at the same time, I'm not really interested. Yeah, let's do it, dude. The winds of fate are carrying us where they may. Yagathag, take the wheel, please. We'll go up to 50% Doom, see what we can get here. I'll take it. I will take all of that as a treat. What was I gonna say? Another interesting thing, because I was thinking about, like, anecdotes and stuff that I could talk about. So the laptop. So for context on the laptop and what I'm doing, and, like, how I'm fixing it, or, well, what happened with it, is I bought the laptop a while ago from Asus, Amogus. You know, I had to do it to him. And, basically, it was it's their new, like, really small laptop, if that makes sense. Like, it's their very, very small. We could kill him if we wanted to, but, I have a question for you. I would rather just run away. We're Mystery 4, 60% Doom is fine. But, basically, I got the laptop, and it just never really worked, right? Like, it never... We're smart? Hell yeah. And we recovered stamina because we succeeded. You love to see it. But, like... I got their, like, new, like, small laptop, and it was the, I don't want to say it was the cringe one, but, it was basically, like, do I want to do Demon Mask here? Yeah, we'll do Demon Mask here, just to make this a little bit easier. There's no downside to it right now. We can always take it off later. This could, if we failed this, like, this could actually just ruin the run, because if we got, like, -1 stamina per attack or something, could be terrible. And I'd rather just have the bonus damage here. So we'll just go ahead and throw a couple of bricks as a treat. Merely as a treat. And we'll just do this. It's a 72% chance. We gotta hit 1. We hit both. Love to see that. That's karmic balance after what happened to us on our boy. But, like, I got the laptop. It's the really small one. Like, it's like a 13-inch laptop. And the selling point for it was that it had, like, really, really good, like, it had a really good processor and, like, a decent mobile GPU. So it could basically be used for, as, like, a super portable, super small, like, machine for, like, CPU work. And I was thinking about what I could use it for, because originally, when I first got it, I was just using it to play games, because it's really light, right? Like, and I'm going to use it to play games. Like, I regret to inform you, but I'm a nerd, and so, of course, I will continue using it to play video games. But, Heart of Darkness, Pain Pecco. But actually, that makes our 8 knowledge worth it, so that's nice. But, you know, like, there's a specific use case for it now. Let's just... Winds of Fate. Whims of Fate, Beckoning Bulletin. Kinda hate to see that, but we'll just vibe with it for now. But when I got the laptop, it very quickly stopped working, right? Like, it just straight up very quickly stopped working. And so I was always wondering about, like, why, but I got it kind of around a time to where I could have, like, sent it back to Asus and basically be like, you know, fix it or whatever. But I was just kind of like, when I got it, I was just kind of tired, right? Like, I was just kind of really tired a lot of the time, and I just didn't want to deal with it. Our perception went down, by the way? What the heck? My speedrun, by the way? Oh, our perception went down because I took the flashlight off, duh. But, I was like, we got an ally? On your own? Is gone? We're with company? But, no. We should just be fine. Do you want to try to actually fight this boss? I don't know. Like, I don't think it's worth it. Also, that's terrifying. Please, no. We're gonna take 2 stamina damage. Like, that's, mildly horrifying. Ghoul doing 5 stamina. Goddamn, computers are heavy. True. But, like, so I could have gotten it sent back, but I just never did. and I was super lazy about it. And so I was hoping that I was lucky and, like, there was a way to fix it, like, decently enough. And I believe I have fixed it, because I think I know what the problem was, right? So it has one drive, right? It has one 1 terabyte SSD, right? I just realized we could have died there. Like, as soon as I sent it, I saw the 5 stamina, and I was like, oh god, oh frick. But, we're gonna skip the fight, by the way. We have fetid fumes? You absolute piece? Okay. Innsmouth look? That's completely harmless. I'll try to get to the end of the anecdote, I swear. But, yeah, no, so it's like... It has basically, when I got it, it just stopped working, right? Like, it was just so... Like, imagine trying to do something on a laptop, and then it just doesn't work, right? Like, it just crashes. Like, it just hard crashes. Like, you do anything, it crashes. Like, you try to open a web browser, it crashes. You do, like, literally anything. And so originally, like, I thought, did I maybe download a virus? But no, that's, like, basically impossible. Because I didn't really download anything on it, right? Like, it just, again, like, it just magically stopped working one day. And it was after I downloaded, well, okay, I did download something on it. I downloaded Final Fantasy XIV, but, and, like, Loop Hero, alright? But, like... there was nothing that there was nothing sus about any of the downloads, and it just like it just kept crashing, and it just didn't work. So I decided to just wipe it all, because I barely did anything with it before it stopped working. And it's like, where did all the people go, by the way? What the people doing? And so, you know, I basically, like, I just decided to, like, reset it to 0. Yeah, we'll go to the monument, like, once. That's fine. It's probably not a big deal, but we did it anyways. Sorry, just looking. Love to see this. Normally, we are missing the ability. If we had 1 more point of knowledge, we could kill him guaranteed turn 1. There we go. We got there in the end. I would like to level up. I would like to take this perk, and I would like to take this, well, actually, I mean, this would be kind of funny, so let's do that instead. We're gonna go down to, like, 5 max stamina. I don't think that'll get us killed, because I don't think there's a strength check. We'll take knowledge, because I'm a psycho. I'm trying to think, what's the one that does reason? Like, if we could kill this enemy in 1 turn. Or is there a way to enter the boss fight without taking damage? Like, if we take your phone off the modem, if we pick up the phone, does that go into the... Like, I've never picked up the phone before. I've literally never done it. Like, I want to see. I want to look up a freaking info guide here. But yeah, so while I'm looking this up, I'll just continue the anecdote. So I just decided to wipe it and then, like, delete everything on it, right? So, do they... Hold on. Beckoning Bulletin. Do they not have that on the wiki? Yes, they do. Okay. Second computer screen. Choosing continue will make the player fight together. Suffering is human, -5 stamina. I don't want to die, -5 reason. So if we do this, we're just fighting. Okay, yeah, that works. We didn't take any damage in the process. That works out. That's good. That's good. 44 power is, like, insane, by the way. So we'll go down to desperation range, and then maybe we can kill it. I want to say we can kill it. But, let's see. So this will do... This is doing 8 plus 3, is that right? Yeah, it would be, wait. No, is it 8 plus 2? Wait, that doesn't make any sense. Hold on. Because it's normally gonna do 4 damage. Oh yeah, no, that's... Sorry, I thought we were doing 5 damage for a second there. Yeah, so that's gonna do 11 damage, so... And we can even, I mean, I have to be right about this. If I'm not right about this, we die. Love to see it. Because I hate how janky the whole thing is. But we haven't killed together in probably, like, 150 episodes, so that was nice. We don't do that very often. But yeah, so, like, I barely downloaded anything on it. And it just didn't work. It was crashing all the time, performance was terrible, so I just decided to nuke it and delete everything and reinstall Windows. And so I use the cloud feature, because that's recommended if you think you have, like, a virus or something, the cloud Windows feature. And so, you know, I didn't think I did, but who knows, maybe that loop hero was sus. And so, I go ahead and I do that, and when I have the computer installing Windows, it reboots while it's installing Windows, and an error pops up because it's not supposed to restart while it's installing Windows. And so I was like, that's a little bit weird. So I make a Windows installation media, and then I plug that into the laptop. And why is it that ASUS hides the BIOS behind holding F2 before you hit the power button on your computer? That's so weird. But, anyways, I go into the BIOS, I load the Windows partition, or the Windows Media installation, not from the cloud one, because that's what I was trying to boot from, because it wouldn't just automatically boot from the USB drive. And so I go in, I set it up, and I go to install Windows, and what I see is that there are a bunch of, and I think this was probably what was wrong with the laptop, is there were a ton of partitions for the SSD. And now, I don't really know much about partitions, but there was only, like, how it was set up is the partitions were reserved for different, like, systems, like, different system settings, and there were only 39 gigabytes in the partition for, like, free use, right? So there was one that was dedicated to, like, OS and system, and that was 900 gigabytes reserved, but there was no data on it. And so it was like, what I think was happening is somehow when they were, like, calibrating it at, like, ASUS HQ, they somehow made it to where the system drive took up like 90% of the SSD. And so when I tried to install something on there, it basically just bricked the computer because it only had like 39 gigabytes of free space. Because like I downloaded Final Fantasy 14, which was like, what, like 60 gigs, and I downloaded Loop Hero, which is like 100 or so megabytes, right? 200 megabytes, something like that. And so it's like, it just slowed down so quickly after I installed something. And so I genuinely think it was like, I don't know if partitions can do that. Like, admittedly, I'm speaking from ignorance here. But there were just so many partitions, and I had so much data reserved for them. And so what I had to do is I had to delete all the partitions, because I couldn't install Windows on any of the partitions that existed. So I deleted all of the partitions, and I installed Windows, and now it's working fine. And it says that I have like 900 gigabytes of free space. And I kind of wish I snooped around on the original, like, scuffed version of it a little bit more to see, like, to try to diagnose it, but I didn't think it was worth diagnosing, but now I'm kind of interested if, like, the partitions really, like, screwed up my drive, my system somehow. But it seems to be working now. If it continues to work, what I'm going to be using that computer for is I'm going to be using that computer to emulate Android games, which I'm like 99% sure is legal because companies offer companies offer PC Android emulators for their own games. And so I don't think they would do that if it's breaking the law. because, like, you can get, what is that, like, Tencent that owns, like, PUBG Mobile or whatever? Tencent has an official emulator for that game and a few others that they make for Android. So it's like, I'm like 99% sure that that's legal, because again, like, why would they do it if it wasn't? Like, why would they, like, do that for their own game? But I'm not gonna play PUBG Mobile, by the way. Are you crazy? But I'm gonna use that computer to, like, play Girls Frontline, I think. And if that works, then I'll also download OBS, and maybe even we can have a little Girls Frontline videos as a treat. So second enemy, second mystery, who cares? It doesn't matter. Light source were good, dexterity were good, knowledge were good. We need to kill Takashi as quickly as possible, because I'm not gonna remember any of this crap. Do you think I remember what our second mystery is, or our second enemy? What the heck? Oh, I guess I did. We have a max stamina of 5, by the way. That's really funny. We got to level 6. Parting gift, that would be... we actually are gonna fight... That's actually really funny. We're gonna do so much damage. Actually, can I go and get knocked down into desperation range as a treat? It was like household hell, right? Yeah, it was. Amazing. I should have purposely taken damage on the light so that I could desperation him, but this is fun too, I guess. Oh my god. That's a disgusting amount of damage. What is that, like 27 damage in total because he's weak? Because that should have been doing 9. It says 8, but it should have been doing 9. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. My name's been Webweaver. I will see you all on the next episode of World of Horror. And, like, honestly, I've been enjoying, like, Crystalline Conflict so much, there might be videos about that, too. Like, there might, like, I deadass might just turn on OBS and be like, hey, what's up? It's your boy. But yeah, no, like, Crystalline Conflict is good. Laptop is so far working fine. If it holds, we're gonna do Girls Frontline. And the thing is, it's got a really good CPU. And when you're emulating Android games, you literally have to emulate like an Android operating system on your computer, which is a very CPU taxing process. And so being like having a really good CPU to do that would be really nice. So, or a really good, like, cause I'm not like as far as I'm concerned, that computer was the sketchy computer already because of how it didn't work. And so if it suddenly works now, that's going to continue to be the sketchy computer. Like, that can have the emulator that may or may not have spyware on it. Like, because I'm not going to put an emulator on this computer. Like, are you crazy? Like, with all the privacy complaints about Android emulators, heck no. I'm just going to let Google and Microsoft take all of my personal data. Thank you very much. Stay safe out there. Have a good one. Bye.